Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the top teams for the Crazed Shellbrute. There are only 5 teams I think I have to share with you guys today, and there are good free to play options as well. Now the first thing I want to mention is the team which is doing the best at executing the boss at a lower resonating level is going to be this team here if you have Reinier at Mythic Plus. I'm going to show you guys a replay from Raguto. He has resonating level 500 to 501 and he got 90% of the boss's health with his attack, and so if you're a bit higher resonating level, you're probably going to be able to get the kill. Main Frestor in front of Sonya, Illusion in front of Reinier, Reinier position swap the Odie, and then you have Mikola as well with the Frostfall spell. Frostfall is doing very well today. So that is going to be the team. And I will show you a fully free-to-play team without Reinier. We'll go over that as well. But I wanted to show this one first because this is going to be a great option if you have Reinier at Mythic Plus to try and execute it at the lowest resonating level possible. Because take a look at this. It was all level 500s, 501 OD. And he managed to get 90% of the boss's health, which is a really good score. So this is the team that I would recommend for most people out there if you have all of these heroes built. And I'm thinking maybe if you could get to 511 resonating level, maybe 521 for sure, you would be able to get the kill onto the boss with this team comp today. Make sure to max out your equipment, upgrade your charms, especially on Odie and even Reinier. Both of those heroes have really good charm quality bonuses, so by upgrading them, it is going to help your team quite a lot. Okay, but yeah, I was really impressed, honestly, with this team. When you look at it right now, maybe I think survival issue was actually the problem. Yeah, because there's time left on the clock. I think potentially if he just had more survivability on his Sonya, and she didn't die so early because she's not even Supreme Plus, I think he might be able to execute even a 511 resonating level, and that's what he thinks as well. Okay, now we're going to show you guys another team. I will use the fully free-to-play team for my execution, and that fully free-to-play team is going to be this one. You guys may remember this from previous time we had Crazed Shellbrute, Main Frestor in front of Sonya, Illusion in front of Mikola, Kruger off in the corner, and then you have Odie in the corner as well. With the Frostfall spell, it is doing really well. And this is the most kind of free-to-play friendly team because it's using heroes that most people would have built up on their account. Okay. Yeah. And there is another version of this team that you guys may also know about, which is just swapping the position of Odie with Sinbad, like putting Sinbad into the team, because that team does a little bit better than Odie, but as you can tell, Odie does really well as well. Like, we're going to be able to get an easy execution with this team comp, but of course our levels are very high. We're at over 541 resonating level. Maybe at 521 it would be doable, depending on the level of investment onto your heroes. Okay. But that is going to be another great team. And you can even run that team in Epic. Like, we're going to do a run of that team again in Epic difficulty. I will skip the run because you've already seen how it plays out. Or actually, we can watch the run because maybe the survival could be a problem in Epic difficulty, because that's really the only difference we have. But Freyastro is really going to be important for this boss. You can run him even without being highly ascended. Like, he's just here to be gulped by the boss, as you can tell. He just needs to survive for long enough to be gulped. I think maybe even one copy would work. Yeah, this is a boss where you do not need to have your Freyastro ascended to work. It will be interesting though when we get to Endless, because in Endless you usually don't want your Freyastro being gulped because your Freyastro is your major damage source. So I wonder what the strategy would be. Okay, yeah, Odie almost died right there. I think for most players, your Odie would have died in that attack. But then at least Sonya, Kruger, and Mikola could finish it off with damage in the front. And you would get a pretty decent score as well. But that was like a dream run. Like, I think that Odie surviving was way too clutch. Okay, but really good score, 20.7 billion. Now I will show you guys the same team, exact same team formation, but just using Sinbad. And that is a Sinbad free-to-play version. Sinbad rather than Odie in the same position. That is going to be a little bit better. I think also because the survival will be better, because you won't have Odie like dying. I think if Sinbad is up in the front, I don't know, it shouldn't really change anything. I guess the debuffs of Sinbad will help you survive as well, the attack debuff. So most likely, yeah, Sinbad, like the team probably is not going to be even close to wiping with this team comp. And that is why it would be better to run this rather than Odie. But then we will show you guys the Reinier Team version, because again, if you have Reinier at Mythic Plus, you're really going to be benefiting in this pre-endless stage of Dream ROM. And that is the thing, people are kind of asking the question, well, Reinier is used so frequently and on all the top teams, or a lot of top teams, for pre-endless Dream ROM bosses, so is he still important to have on your account? The thing is, Reinier has always dominated pre-endless, and we knew about that. Oh, this is a really good score. However, the thing is, when you make it to endless, he doesn't ramp up HP per second damage, and that is the major contributor in endless bosses, and so Reinier is not used really in any endless bosses, and that is the problem. And so if you're going to invest in him only for pre-endless, it's kind of like a Sinbad situation, right? Okay, this is going to be amazing score with Sinbad. That was crazy. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the Reinier team that we already showed you on Raguto's replay, but if you have it, like if you're at a higher pay-to-win resonating level, then this team can do really well for people. Like, I'm expecting we're probably gonna hit 70% of the boss's health with this team, because Reinier just gonna ramp up the damage, and also it will allow Odie to be buffed up by the Mikola. And this comp is gonna be better with Odie as compared to Sinbad. Because Odie can be up in the front, getting the value of the haste buff of Mikola. Yeah. As for charm priority, if you're running a team with Odie, he is the #1 priority. If you're running a team with Reinier, Reinier is the #2 priority. If you're running a twins team, which we will do later, then twins are a high priority, but those you can buy from the charm merchant. And then Sinbad charms are a very high priority as well if he's your dedicated damage dealer. Apart from that, the other heroes, I would just try to get a purple charm set for them, like Mikola. She doesn't need an epic charm set. Purple should be just fine. Wow, okay, really interesting. Like, this did not get as much as I was expecting. Maybe with better RNG it could get higher, but that is still a good score. And it is not using Sinbad, so if you don't have Sinbad built but you have Reinier at Mythic Plus, then that is an option. Okay guys, now we have come to the overall top performing team, the pay to win top team out there. Main Festo in front of Sonya, Illusion in front of Main Festo, Elijah in the front, Lila in the back, which is blue hair in the front, pink hair in the back. Sinbad and Sonya are going to be linked on the Stellar Bond, and Mikola off to the side, buffed up by Sonya with the Frostfall spell. This is the top team as of today. And Frostfall spell is doing really well, especially with the twins and their energy refund and recovery. You're going to be activating the Frostfall spell really rapidly, and wait until we get the +20 upgrade of Frostfall spell. Really, this is going to be crazy, because then it will only require 3 ultimate casts for you to activate the active portion of the artifact, and that is going to be such an increase to your damage output. Basically, Frostfall is the seasonal version of Star Shard, but it is way improved, right? Even the stats it gives, attack and haste, whereas Star Shard only gives haste and HP. Frostfall is an amazing artifact, and I'm really glad because it is a story artifact that everyone has access to. It is not gated behind the paywall. Okay, this is amazing. Like, look at this score. I think the highest I've seen today is 73% of the boss's health, and we might not be able to hit that here, but we're going to get really close if not hitting that. Let's see. We got exactly 73%. I mean, that is a great score. It looked like we had a pretty good run. We got 26 billion. We're in top 3 with that, though, which is really interesting to see. Okay, I'm going to have to take a look. What are the top ranking scores right now? Wow, even 26.5. Well, I mean, one of my guildmates is along with me around 26 billion flat, but 26.5 billion is pretty crazy. Okay, I guess we can do a couple of skip runs to check the potential of this team, but like our charms are pretty much maxed out. I guess we don't have the Festo charms, but I don't think those should really matter because Festo's damage output is really negligible here. He's only to be gulped, as you guys can see. Okay, we'll do a couple of skip runs. Maybe if with better RNG, we will end up higher. Okay, that is going to take us into the top 2 position. 26 billion score, 0.2, which is not bad. I mean, I want to get rank 1, but honestly, there's no reason to be doing this other than just like, I don't know. I want to see how high the score can get, but like, honestly, I think we've had good runs to get as high as we got. Yeah, it looks pretty consistent though. All of these runs have been within like 100 million damage of each other, from 26 billion up to 26.25 billion. I think this will be the last skip. If we don't get a new record, yeah, I'm fine with that. Overall, I think we got a great score using the top team. Hopefully you guys can run one of these teams and get a great score of your own today. And hopefully there are good enough options here that depending on what you have on your account, you're able to put something together. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. If you want to chat with me more, you can join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. But I hope to see you guys there or in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now and thank you for watching.